100 साल पहले मुझे तुमसे प्यार था, आज भी है और कल भी रहेगा.
Today we have with us Mr. Hariharan, the great filmmaker. Let's have a talk with him. Very fruitful in the sense you can actually understand what people think and what as a filmmaker you think.
I have been always a champion of disciplining filmmakers. That's very important that filmmakers must know it's an industrial art, that we are dealing with money, we are dealing with equipment, we are dealing with release prints. They have to be on time, and so there is discipline. But we cannot be punished. So I suggested that the Central Board of Film Certification should be a kind of empathetic parent body which can understand the situation of filmmakers, audiences, other producers, directors, and then come together. You see, once the CBFC becomes an island, of its own, then they are always going to be an insecure body, and we will be insecure with them. So there must be a happy marriage, between the CBFC and the film community. Then I know fully well that I am not going there to be investigated and interrogated. I'm going there with a full mind that there are friends there who are going to watch my film and say what they feel about it, right? So the larger interest should be the growth of healthy Indian cinema, and not something which is sterilized Indian cinema. It looks like, in the argument you want, I think people want all sterilized Indian cinema. There should be no violence, no cuss words. Then what shall we do? Shall we make films on Rangoli and, and Karwa Chauth, what are we doing? Cinema is about conflict. Drama is about conflict. Life is about conflict, and films will reproduce conflict. And when there is conflict, there will be violence. Simple.
Film and you people actually set an ideal in front of other people. If the films will show this kind of thing, that if you are going to be powerful, you'll be alone, you'll be incomplete in the life, then I think the audience will get a wrong kind of a message, right?
Yes, yes and no, in the sense that please don't think that the audience are also looking at this as their horoscope, Cinema is not a horoscope for them. Ki, chalo, main aise karunga, aise ho. They also realize this is a story. And this is the story about this character in such a situation. I am not that character and I am not in that situation, so it is not going to happen to me. So I don't think it's going to be a sweeping statement that all women who mark out alone will end up alone. No, I don't agree with that at all. I think they are story specific and people understand it.
Okay. So when we talk about social media, in our world, especially in Bollywood, a lot of publicity is required to promote your movie. So what do you think about social media? How fruitful and how helpful is it?
If you don't reach the audience first, the pirates will reach them.
Exactly.
So now I am forced to release my film in 500 theatres on day one, and hope to God that the film does well.
Yeah.
You see, now that weekend happens to be some rainy weekend, some power cut weekend, some cricket weekend, I am lost. So all the money today, this being spent so much on social media. The investments are huge. And that, I think, is the minus point for cinema today. That's a minus point, because films are costing sometimes 1.5 crores to make, but they spend 1.5 crores on the social media. Exactly. I mean, why didn't it go onto the film? You see, so it is such a wasteful expenditure for me, in that sense. Yeah. Thank you.
So this was Mr. Hariharan, who gave us very nice point of view of him, and that was very nice talking to him.